review on Metro Television. We'll be talking to EDEM MENSAH-TSOTORME, who is an entertainment journalist, and he's joining us this afternoon to discuss some of the trending stories that made the headlines. And we're going to start with KWESI AMEWUGA's winning the TGMA Unsung category. So we all know that the organizers of the 25th edition of the Teleso Ghana Music Award officially unveiled the nominees for this year's Unsung category. And in that category were Kasa, Lali and Lola, Kenny Ice, KWESI AMEWUGA, seven Kisses, and Alaptawan. Every day when I'm pronouncing it, I feel like I'm coming to say Alampine. So I have to take my time. But Edem, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Hope you're good.
By the grace.
Yeah.
By the grace.
You've been doing a lot of work.
Tired small.
Yes, I can see that. Well, we are grateful that you have joined us this afternoon.
Straight from kitchen.
Did you said?
Straight from kitchen.
We'll come and eat some of the food. But did you bet on KWESI to win this particular category?
Oh, I think when the nomination came out, I had a studio session and I talked about that it seems he has some strong fan base on social media, and that makes it very, puts him in a very strong pole position to win that. I was tipping others, but looking at the kind of social media support he has, even when the VGMA nomination came out, people wanted to see him
in other category, the main category.
They feel like he has paid his dues. In terms of social media, he's been able to cut some support from that base, and I wasn't surprised when I got a notification yesterday that he had won. Yeah. Even though I was tipping other people, including him. Considering his base, I saw him to be a very strong contender in there. And I think this becomes like a stepping stone for his brand, because if people believe that he even qualifies to be in the other major categories, and he has now been, announced as the unsung, then his team need to take advantage of this, because just after the announcement, there have been some media platforms trying to get in touch with me to get his contact, to reach out to him. So meaning the platforms are going to come. Yeah. What do you do with the platform? That is very important, because this should be a certain stepping stone to as a picture he has always wanted to see. So I will see this as a major work, because it's been announced like a week
ahead.
The event, meaning he would have the opportunity to perform.
Yes.
Yes. So what do you do with the platform? You shouldn't just come there and just come and sing. That is a mistake his team shouldn't do. Come, let's play the song and rap. They need to add a certain craft to his performance to project. Performances. No, Celine Dion, he says that the song makes you good or sounds good, but it's greater when you're on stage. Yeah. So what do you do with the stage? This is where they need to put a lot of craft to enlarge his brand on that stage, because whatever we do will go out and people will talk about it. We saw what happened to Last Mid when he had that. So they need to really take
that major setback.
Yeah, and I'm sure that a young artist coming up, the scheme will be willing to support to ensure that he gets a successful delivery on the night. So the team should start working, reaching out to, Charterhouse, and see the necessary things which will be needed for him to have an amazing performance. So he needs to steal the night.
Please, before you come in, he was announced a week before the event. Don't you think the timing is very, not so much for him to prepare and put on some craft?
Oh, if he believes in himself, he knows that he's a winner. Because it's like you're a soldier. Because you need to psych yourself up. Yes, it could have been earlier or ahead. Yeah. Because, those who are already established and will be performing on the night know, and they have been rehearsing, practicing.
Yeah, I mean, a
So
week.
that should have been done, but because of maybe the voting and other things, I mean, they thought this time would be best. But I want to believe he has had a performance at the Experience concert in Cape Coast. So that should serve as a guide for him. And he should, knowing that the winner gets the chance to perform, you shouldn't wait. Then it means you are not ready for the opportunity. You understand? You should be prepared. As it comes, you take it back, because other people have done it. So you don't have the excuse to fail. I mean, so I'm sure that he will be able to commensurate that buzz he has on social media on the stage to tell the people that, I'll be the one. I'll be the one.
Well, what should be that wow factor with his performance? Is it that you see when it comes to showing people how creative you are, sometimes the craft you bring on stage could help you. I remember you used last minute. There was a small cushion where they were like, why are you laughing? There was like a couch there where he wanted to sit. There was some drying something I've forgotten, and
Everything didn't go well.
yes, where he can hang his outfit or something, and you see it didn't go well. That's small stage. Do you think if he wants to do something wow, where should it come from? Is it the way how he's going to sing? It wouldn't be miming to the crowd, or it should be something. What should be the wow factor?
See, in 2001, Mr. Drew was adjudged the new, the new artist.
Yeah.
And
2021.
yes, and he performed on the night. There were a lot of performances on that night.
Yeah.
But Mr. Drew's performance was described as the best performance. It still plays in my mind. I mean, that whole drama which was added, where he started performing from the Dubai, Circle Dubai. Then that thing comes on stage. You understand? So this is somebody who knows his craft.
Exactly.
He added something extra to who, and since then, he was able to create a certain image. And 2001 to now, he's been, people even see him as, he's arrived. He did something wow. So it could be choreography, I mean, the kind of display, his intro. Normally, your intro, mid-performance, your outro, these are areas you can use to nail it. So normally when it happens, like the team needs to brainstorm. I mean, that's what we do. You brainstorm, Charlie, what can we do? Then you, at times, some of the things you want to do, people have done it before.
Exactly.
So research.
Yeah.
Go and look at some performer, brainstorming, ideation. At that point, you are looking at certain factors, certain areas, and you come up with something which can project the brand story and the focus of the brand. So, I mean, they need to look at these things. I mean, they should, if he's a rapper, there are people he looks up to. And what are some of the things these people have done in the past? What can they add to it to make it original to him? So they have that luxury to explore and come out with something great. I mean, they shouldn't just come there and do the mintio.
What's he saying?
That's what you do. Then you leave the stage now, you go forget you. Be back. And don't forget, this is a 25th anniversary.
Yes,
so if you know what's going on behind the scenes, things will happen on the way. So if you're coming to do
mintio,
you will be drowned.
Yeah.
And Charlie Unsung will be unsung. What you say? So we beg you.
But people have actually said on social media, like whenever I say people, I normally go on Facebook and Instagram and I read the comments below. Some believe that the voting process, if it wasn't just for fans voting, maybe he wouldn't have had it. Do you agree with that?
I think that's hypothetical. And it's difficult to determine because whatever even technical team you put in place to vote, there is a certain element of fanaticism there because somebody should like the artist. Some will focus on disliking the person or what they've seen around him on social media.
Yeah.
And some will look at his quality. So that will even cut across. And what shows that he may not get it?
Yeah.
What also shows that he will get it?
Exactly.
You understand? So, yes, hypothetical situations are, always 50-50.
Yeah.
And it will be difficult to say it categorically
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
he may not win, especially not knowing, how the voting will go. So he's won it.
Yeah,
And, we
and
need to
that's what we
accept
have
it.
to
Yes.
focus on.
So,
Yeah.
he's the unsung.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the other people are winners because, they have gone on a lot of interview rounds and also had the opportunity to perform,
Yeah.
which I think is the huge stages most of them have seen in the beginning stages of their career. So they should be happy and shouldn't end there. We see people going for reality shows. Those who do not win later come out to be the superstar.
There are a whole lot of things.
So,
So 25 years of having the Ghana Music Awards with regards to how the scheme has been, its growth, its improvement, and especially this year, the buzz around it. What do you make of all that?
I think big ups to the Ghana Music Awards. The other day, Oshame Kwame was saying that the show was organized for him because he had Shatter House were producing Agro, and Ochame Kwame and Lord Kenya, there was a point where one needed to come and perform. And Lord Kenya said, no, he is bigger than Ochame, so Achame should go first. Now Achame too was saying, no, they are bigger. So later, Mr. Ayode had to come in and settle the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Ochame said he told them he organized a show which will show indeed who is the biggest.
The biggest.
So from there, that very year, I think the scheme started.
Wow.
And we are here. If you look at the impact the scheme has had,
Yeah.
I think it is why our music industry is where we are today.
Yeah.
Because what does our scheme does? It brings about standardization. So when somebody is going to the studio, he knows there is a record of the year, there is music for good, there is this. So you try to ensure that it conforms to standard.
That's true.
And aside that, it also adds a certain value to the brand.
Yeah.
I remember Stonebwoy saying that the year he won the Artist of the Year, previously he had performed at
2015.
I think Ghana Meets Nigeria or Tigo Unplugged. So the organizers, which was Empire Entertainment, were coming again. And he told them, Bosu, this year I'm the Artist of the Year, so you will add something to it.
Yeah.
These are some of the things it does. And when it was, when MTN was a sponsor, all the Artists of the Year winners automatically became ambassadors for MTN.
True.
And that was a certain impact they were given. And in terms of ensuring that there is a certain, you see, it has become like an umbrella body.
Yeah.
For so many, on the night, fashionistas take their opportunity to sell themselves.
Yeah.
The corporate Ghana comes into the picture to sell their product. And the media also feeds on it. And so many facets of the industry, feed on the Ghana Music Award. That's the ripple effect.
Yeah.
So for a lot of awards have come between the 25 years.
Yes.
And it's like almost everyone is collapsing. But this
it's
team,
still,
yes. The other day we were shooting the documentary, documentary ahead of the
for
launch. And
this year's 25.
one of the board members who was very key to the corporation, the organization, talked about how they had to, some years, they had to run on losses.
Yeah.
But they decided still to, have this done.
Yeah.
And we are here. So I think they have really impacted the Ghana music space positively. And they've given artists some level of recognition, and they have given the industry players a certain metric to use to, put some value on artists. So we need to support it. No one is saying it shouldn't be criticized.
Yeah.
It can be criticized.
can.
But it should be done constructively so that the scheme can still go on.
Yeah.
25 years from now, what can we say? It's very important.
Artists who say that, oh, if I don't get nominations, I don't care. They all care.
Oh,
they all care.
They do.
They do care.
They
You
do
see,
care. They do
Grammys,
care.
The other time, one of the artists, he had been bastardizing the scheme.
Oh yeah, Snoop Dogg has, Nicki Minaj has.
But
They don't have
even
Grammys.
Jay-Z.
This very year, when they won,
Yeah.
he won the award. He was there. He's not
Exactly.
praising the
Yes.
scheme.
Like it
So-
says as a form of validation.
It
for
is.
them.
It
So,
is. You
yeah.
forget what. But which year would you say was your best year? Like just at 1 year. My year was 2016. When
Because of EL.
was crowned Artist
I
of
knew
the
it.
Year.
Because of EL.
He won 5 on the night
Oh,
and eventually won Artist of the Year. Oh my Harriet.
For me, I think one of my best, I'll say moments.
Just a year, because you are moving on to the next story.
I think, was it 20? I think the year Brothers.
Oh.
That was when one had just recovered from
yes,
stroke.
yes.
And I mean, it was very touching.
Yeah, they
for
came
me.
on stage
Yeah,
to
when-
perform.
Yeah,
I
and
get it. And there was a nurse
Yeah,
beside.
it was really
Yeah.
touching for me. That year was
That's
really,
true.
really touching for me.
Harriet, your favorite year?
When Sarkodie won Artist of the
2010 or 2012?
Decade or so.
Then it was just
Yeah.
last year.
No, it was not.
Was it last year?
Which one?
The one
When
Sarkodie
Sarkodie
won
won Artist of the Decade.
No, not last year. It's been like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years
Yeah.
ago. Artist of the Decade.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You know, I'm
so
a
not.
Sack fan.
Oh, is that?
Sack-
So not even 2000. 2000. Not even 2010, 2012.
See, last year I was there. I wasn't happy with
It's
the
okay.
way
I know what Harriet is going to say. You know what? Let's move on. The incidents
Artist of the Decade was in 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Okay, and we are
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah.
Okay, so
like
so
5
that's
years.
your favorite
Yeah,
year
that's
because
my favorite.
Sarkodie one.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Let's talk about this whole road accidents that happened over the weekend. It's sad that one lost his life, and
He's a very close friend, Claude.
the
John
guy.
Claude, yeah.
Yeah, John Tamako.
I mean, yeah,
Tamako,
he's
yeah.
been in the space for about 10 years. I've known him in the space. I mean, it's sad that a very, very selfless guy, been supporting a lot of artists. And I think recently he went to the camp of Blaze, where he's been, performing some tax for him. It was Tony Pan, former Samini's manager, who took him there. And he's been working with Blaze for some time. And also, he's the editor of Bini West, Bini's website. So they've been together for many years. And it's sad that
It had to come
what,
like
what
this.
breaks my heart is like, Charlie, you could pay me be a big deal. Like,
You see, that's the thing.
thing.
That's the thing.
You know, and that is very sad. At times, last week, we were on the road. We went, myself and Empress Gift, we went to Oda for Kwame Eugene's father's funeral. And some of the drivers, I don't know, like, Charlie, as a Saturday, dear, the police one, I was like, Kabia, them for stop you, then screen your mouth. Then for screen. God,
You know they used to do that.
Saturday, no. I said, go for
Like,
Because Saturday there are so many occasions.
Yeah, and-
Whether funeral,
And when
wedding.
the boys are coming, it's like they want to show something. That my car runs faster than you. I go feel overtake you. Go. We beg you. Life is very precious.
it's very, very precious.
I think we need to, strengthen our road safety, even when the person is a celebrity and is flouting the law. Let them know that they're endangering the lives of other road users. So we need to have some discipline on road, because there are some countries you are even afraid to drink and drive because you know that if you are caught, the cameras are working.
Yes,
everything.
in America
So
they've been arresting
Yeah.
Cardi B,
Like,
Gorilla this year.
cameras needs to work
Asema
so
too.
that
Yes.
people will
Is it
will
not
have
DUI, driving under duress?
Yeah.
You will know that somebody is watching you. Else, people, especially when it's beyond Accra, people will keep misbehaving. And we are always on the road.
Exactly.
We are always on the road. We
Exactly.
are always on the road. I mean, when the news came, I was also reflecting on some of journeys I've made with artists. Like 10 years ago.
Anything could have happened.
Charlie, going into some villages and other things. You know, at times you go, you come at dawn.
Yeah.
And let me just
It's-
chip this in. Apparently,
it's very
KK Fosu is supposed to perform
At the VGMA,
Yeah, at
yeah.
the VGMA. He's supposed to perform.
And this morning, I mean, his team made it known that he will be taken to another theater for surgery this morning.
Broken
We were
legs.
told that's from the knee.
Yeah, broken.
But Adam,
yeah.
the time when you said like you used to travel with these artists back then and now, comparing that time to this time, what do you see is missing on the road? Is it the road signs? Is it that the police are not doing their duty, or is it negligence on the part of the drivers?
I think it's a
It's a
myriad of
collaboration
factors.
of everything.
It's a cocktail, yeah. So there are instances where some will be negligent. I remember there was a trip we needed to go to Lake Busumche for a show.